Welcome back, guys, to Trails from Zero. Last episode, after arriving back at the SSS Annex to report what we had learned to Chief Sergei and Detective Dudley, we received a call from Mikkel only to hear gunfire and be cut off. Figuring that the sound of the shots themselves were different, we soon found ourselves under direct assault by mind-controlled members of the CGF who peppered the SSS Annex with gunfire. This led to a desperate escape through Crossbell from the ever-chasing troops taking over the city as we looked to keep the two young girls in our care safe. Attempting to reach Tangram Gate after Sergei and Dudley stayed behind to hold the CGF back, we found ourselves surrounded on the bridge, defeating a mix of foes before the Croix family made the save in their armored car, allowing us to retreat to safety in the IBC as we prepare for the battles to come.
That's fine, it got like one of the two things. It would be better to have Ellie with ATS. But it wouldn't surprise me if, because of the way the weapons work, she probably gets accuracy. I bet. She probably gets accuracy. Lloyd gets a ton of defense. Maybe like some faint chance. Probably something like that. Randy probably gets burn. Just really high damage. Maybe some crit? That's what I'd imagine. But Ellie would probably get like accuracy and range. Maybe some status effect too. That's generally how this has worked out. So I can't customize anything else. I don't have any divine stuff. Did I pick up jewel garters in a chest, or do I just randomly not equip them? But you can pretty much tell how it's going because through the game, like the accuracy plus 30% here, they think that is the stat you'd want, I guess. Or they think this is the preferred route of stat. But in the end, it really isn't. Nothing really else to do, eh? It's just so happened to be a branch of the Epstein Foundation up on the 5th floor. They got some real nice facilities. Just say the word if you ever need some help, folks. This geezer will give you everything he's got. What are things looking like outside, Randy? All clear for now? Damn, that limit could really move. We totally gave those guys the slip. For sure. We've got Zeit with us now, so we should be okay for the time being. Woof. Though everything going this well gives me a bad feeling. Wouldn't be surprised if we ran into another twist or two in the near future. Make sure you restock on supplies at the very least. Got it, Lloyd? Got it. The IBC security team is keeping watch outside for any of those nut jobs. Let's try catching our breath, then we put our heads together and come up with a way to move forward. Grrr. Keep an eye out for everyone here, okay, Zeit? I'm just saying, wouldn't it be best to go to the top floor and guard from there and make it look like no one's in? Turn the lights off. Wouldn't that be best? Does anyone agree with me? Security guards are watching the front gate. Let's restock our supplies and take a moment to rest while we still can. Looks like you guys went through the ringer. Well, don't worry about the IBC. The security department lives for this kind of stuff. As long as you're on the IBC's premises, we won't let those crazies lay a finger on you. The security department has secured the perimeter outside. Don't you worry, leave the building's protection to us. So the IBC was a great place to go anyway, because again, it's like the alley. The alley would have been a nice place because it would have made a choke. We could have literally fought them off, but we probably would have had to kill them to do so. Do we still have it? We have a choke here again. They have to funnel through an area. As long as we got a funnel, and to be honest, the IBC seems to be there's nothing behind it, right? You need to have your back covered. But then, dragons! It's horrifying to think that half the Guardian Force has been brainwashed, but I'm sure we'll make it out alright. This is the famous IBC. Something small like this won't bring us to our knees. You're right, we'll make it through this. Talk about a lucky break. We're able to take shelter in what is most likely the most secure facility in all of Crossbell. I know, right? We should get all of our equipment in order while things are relatively calm. So you can do accessories, courts, etc. It's horrifying to think that... Okay, same thing. So you are now 9 Vali? Exchange. How did you have the hookup? That's the question. Someone's got the hookup. What else have we got? Other... Seems you can't get to find cloth and tea materials here. Not that I have either! Detective Bannings, I've already heard everything from Mr. Croix. Today sure hasn't been the best, has it? It's our fault that everyone here was put in danger, I'm sorry. No, please don't worry about us. Special support section or not, Mr. Croix would have never let this kind of situation go unchecked. Please allow us to help you in any way we can. So your equipment and consumables. As IBC employees, we'll do everything in our power to support you. Alright, should I buy Bloody Messiah then? But it's better, it's like 10 upgrade. It's actually not great at all. It's 10 upgrade versus 30% accuracy. It's actually quite disappointing how, like, that is. It's like definitely hitting, essentially. Or essentially a hit-free quartz on the other gun for 10 strength. Buzzer beater was no brain, but still. Well, we didn't need the professor, that's for certain. Do we get the better rates here? Yeah! We don't need it, but we do. Buy consumables too. We have like all those tier bombs. Buy some tier all bombs, but no one's really got 5k HP. We've got 35 reviving bombs, 14 celestial bombs. I mean, I may as well just buy some more of these just in case. Though I'm pretty sure 30 is enough. 99 sedatives. People were carrying sedatives all over when I beat them up. Oh, you also have food as well? I mean, it's not actually a bad idea to make loads of food items, because let's face it, they're the best healing consumable. It's just I don't bother to make them for that, because money is an issue. Correct? This is just a rest place. Okay. Kia and crew. She's out like a light. I can't blame her though. It's been a rough evening. Lloyd, where are you? Ellie, Tio, Randy. Dark. It's so dark. Where has everyone gone? Kia. Lloyd gently caressed Kia's head. It's alright. We'll always protect you, Kia. So please, rest easy. Until now, we were all so busy with our own individual issues. But now I feel like I finally understand. The real reason I came back to Crossbell, the real reason I became a detective. It was the same for you, wasn't it, Guy? The dolls. Don't play with them, girls. Kia is sleeping gently. Oh, thank Adios, they're safe and sound. I'm so glad we were able to protect them. Shizuku sleeps peacefully. I'm sure Aris would be very pleased with our performance. But probably doesn't appreciate the fact that we put him through a firefight. Leave everything to the guards. The IBC is fortunate to have some of the finest security on the continent. Don't hesitate to ask the first floor receptionist if you need to restock any supplies. And don't forget to rest here while you still can, Lloyd. I imagine the peace won't last long. Yes, sir. Thank you for your hospitality. I should stock up on supplies while I still can. There's no telling what'll happen next. What do you have? May go to the first floor and ask the receptionist to exchange any type of sepith. Don't forget to rest here while you still can, Lloyd. I imagine the peace won't last long. I tried to think of a strategy to break the stalemate we're engaged in, but it's no use. We don't have enough options. We can't make a move without knowing our enemy's true identity or their objectives. Then we go back to the drawing board and assess everything we know so far. Analyzing their movements and acting accordingly would be our most efficient course of action afterwards, I think. Strange as it is, I agree with you. Regardless, I've instructed our technology department to restore the orbital network. I'm fairly certain Tia was helping with the effort, so why don't you go down there and check on her? Sure, that sounds like a plan. We need to have it up and running as soon as possible, do we? In the meantime, I'll continue to try and make sense of this mess. Lloyd, this has gotten really serious. What could Dr. Gunther's objective be amidst all this madness? I don't have the answer yet. We managed to drag everybody here into this mess because of it. Some things never change with you, Lloyd. What do you mean? No need to worry. Uncle Theodore and Belle are both formidable foes. They'll be able to take care of everyone here just fine. I think it's better for us to figure out how we can keep Kia and Shizuku out of harm's reach. Yeah, you're right. Maybe I'll head out on another patrol. I spoke with Belle about how to proceed. Unfortunately, we don't have any options right now. If only it were dawn, or if we could at least contact someone outside the IBC, maybe we'd have some hope. Now where do I go? We talk to everyone. So we take a break from our regularly scheduled Let's Play because I missed something at this point, thinking it was guaranteed to happen that occurs during this exact time in the IBC. I assumed that I was getting a bonding event at some point, but was just letting it be whomever I happened to get from the play we did. However, it turns out that you have to meet a threshold of invisible points requiring you to do various things, one of which being using combo crafts, which I had avoided. So here they all are, all free, edited in for your enjoyment. So let's check out Tio's bonding event. Now standing by the lovely window, looking out amongst the stars, hopefully for an enemy attack coming, like I said when we went through her originally in the first place. Tio? Oh, Lloyd. Is something wrong? Oh, I guess that's a dumb question. You're checking the situation outside, aren't you? Yes, I was feeling a bit worried, so I came up here to have a look. But how did you know that's what I was doing? Well, we've all seen you use your power to save us countless times by now. So, how are things out there? It appears that multiple firefights have broken out across the city. I strongly suspect that the CPD and CGF are engaged in open combat. I figured as much. I really hope the civilians are able to stay safe from the crossfire. You okay, Tio? I bet you're exhausted. Well, I guess we did just run around the entire city. To tell the truth, I'd prefer if you rested with Kia. I would too. Don't glare at me. You literally collapsed not too long ago. Wait a second. I'm not trying to treat you like a child. I'm just concerned. I know. You don't need to worry. I have considerably more endurance now than I did when we first began working together. But even if that weren't the case, I'm a little too worked up right now to sleep. I can't blame you there. Things really have gone crazy, huh? Sorry to have dragged you into this mess when you're not even formally part of the CPD. Sorry, I'm not saying you're not part of our team or anything like that. You're on thin ice. But being in this situation, I can't help but worry about our futures. I'm unsure what the Epstein Foundation will ultimately decide in regard to my transfer to the CPD. What do you mean? I was originally sent here to test the orbital staff, but that could be done in a number of places besides Crossbell. Depending on the Foundation's plans, it's entirely possible I'll eventually be sent elsewhere. That's... If that were to happen, would you be saddened by my departure? What? Are you kidding? I can't even imagine you not being here with us. Really? A special support section without Tio Plato? I don't think that's even possible. The SSS would still be in the Middle Ages if you weren't there to handle the terminal. Doubt anyone else on the continent could operate as well as you can. All this time, it hadn't even crossed my mind that they might transfer you somewhere else eventually. I don't know what we'd do without you. Nothing is decided just yet. For now, it's only a possibility. The Foundation has made a large investment in Crossbell. The cutting-edge technology is built here is a testament to that. The situation may seem dire, but I do not expect one incident to cause them to withdraw entirely. And as long as that is the case, Crossbell is and will remain the ideal testing grounds for my staff. I hope you're right. Regardless, we need to do everything in our power to end this stalemate and resolve this incident. We can't give them a reason to change their minds. After all, Special Support Section needs you, so I won't let you go so easily. What is it this time? Whatever it is I said, I swear I didn't mean to. Yes, I'm well aware. You truly are hopeless, Lloyd Bannings. Ellie was right. You are far more dangerous than you realize. Of all the ways you could have reacted, you still managed to surprise me. I still don't understand. What I'm trying to say is that you are an insensitive, good-for-nothing little brother character. Somehow you've managed to surpass even Guy in terms of thick-headedness. I'm not quite sure that I follow. Am I really just as bad as Guy was? I mean, there's no doubt he was always as thick as a brick. He was completely oblivious to how Cecile felt for the longest time. There were so many times I wanted to kick him to make him finally realize what he was missing. There we go. Hey, what was that for, Tio? Don't pay it any mind. But know that you got what you deserved. A short announcement to everyone remaining in the building. Due to an emergency situation, a portion of the floor's lighting will be turned off. Also, for security reasons, all exits besides the front entrance will be sealed. Get a bit of mood lighting, are we? We ask for your understanding and request you exercise extreme caution when using open flames within the building at this time. I guess we're officially on lockdown. I think I'll go assist the researchers in the terminal room. We'll likely have more options if I can establish communications with Yona. Good idea. I'll be counting on you. Leave checking our supplies and equipment to me. That would be greatly appreciated. Is something wrong to you? Don't tell me she's mad at me again. Do you remember, Lloyd? The promise? The one you said you would make to me? Yeah, of course I do. You told me if I wanted to honor the promise Guy made you, that I should come up with my own. Sorry, Tio, I've been thinking about it ever since that day, but I haven't been able to come up with anything that matches Guy's. In that case, I would like to make my own request. Is that acceptable? Of course. I don't mind, Tio. All right, let me have it. Michelin Wonderland. I would like you to take me there once this crisis is resolved. Huh. Seriously, that's all you want? Don't you think that's a little small? Shouldn't a promise like this have a little more weight? You could even say, when I'm in trouble, always come to my rescue. Wouldn't that be better? Not at all. This is more than enough. Besides, in order to keep this promise, we'll need to resolve this crisis anyway. With that in mind, I say what I'm asking for has plenty of weight to it. Well, I guess you got me there. All right, then. It's a promise. I'd be more than happy to take you to Michelin Wonderland once this is all over. Oh, but is it fine if we invite the others? I'll take that as a no. I suppose it is a promise that I'm making to you and you alone. That's too bad, though. I wanted to bring Kia with us at the very least. Well, if that's the case, I will amend the promise. Our first trip can be with everybody, but afterward, it has to be just us. Do you have any complaints? No, none at all. I'll be looking forward to it. So Tio's bonding event has us making a date with her to Michelin Wonderland in the future. Is she really fine with such a simple promise? Well, as long as it makes her happy, I guess it's alright. For the sake of our promise, I swear that I'll get to the bottom of this case. Lloyd and Tio learn Omega Strike 2, so the combo craft gets improved. Strengthened, tap power range and area of effect have all been improved and they can act sooner after use. So let's delay 2. And then you get an achievement. Mission not impossible. So with 1 done, everyone is standing here. So let's get on to our second. It's time to hang out with Ellie. Again, scouting the night for trouble in Crossbell. Ellie, so this is where you've been. Lloyd. I know I'm just repeating myself at this point, but the situation really took a turn for the worse. I just hope everybody in the city is safe. Yeah, me too. Don't worry, Ellie, I'm sure your grandfather will be just fine. The mastermind behind all of this has no reason to harm him after all. We can overcome this situation together, and we'll free everybody, including your grandfather. Thank you, Lloyd. I feel a little better now. And you're right, my grandfather has dealt with plenty of things over the years. Even in a situation as dangerous as this, I'm sure he'll manage to pull through one way or another. Right, someone as tough as him won't be taken down by this. That's right. How do you always know just what to say to me? Am I really that easy to read? If you think about it, it's a bit unfair. I've already told you about all my problems and worries like I'm an open book. You never tell me what you're going through. Ellie? Tell me, Lloyd, do you think you've managed to catch up to your brother? That's just the impression I got, that this whole time you've been trying to live up to his legend. You often talk about the barriers we have to overcome, but do you ever think that one of the barriers standing before you is Guy's shadow? Yeah, I think you're right. It's no secret that my brother was always my hero growing up. Heck, he still is. Guy was amazing. He'd never surrender and always achieve anything he set his mind to. He wouldn't let anything bring him down. But 3 years ago, he left me forever.
After that, I was lost, wandering without a destination or a goal to strive toward. So I ran away. Why? I didn't believe that I had the strength to become as great a man as he was. I lacked the confidence to protect the ones I loved like he did. So that's why I ran. Far away from Crossbell, from home. Yet here you stand in Crossbell once again. Why come back then? It's simple. I just realized that I love this city, that's all. My brother, Cecile, the time I spent with my friends, even when I was living in the Republic, all those memories were an irreplaceable part of me. I could never forget them. That's probably why I forced myself to take the detective exam during my time at the academy. It was the least I could do to be a stand-in for Guy. At the time, I thought that if I couldn't serve as his replacement, I had no right to return to Crossbell. But even so, you were able to become a detective on your own merit. Surely that's a sign that you do have the same strength he did. You can become someone as great as he was. No, actually, to be honest, I've never felt like I truly earned my detective's badge. I spent most of my life watching a detective who, while unconventional, was undoubtedly first-rate. Whenever I got stuck, I would ask myself, what would Guy do? He'd never give up, of course. He'd find a way to push through. The only reason I've even made it this far is because I've been relying on that strength of his, the image of him in my memories. But because of that, I haven't gotten any stronger myself. And I think I've finally come to realize that only recently. Mindlessly chasing after my brother, my hero will never make me stronger. Not really. Though I guess it's a little too late to realize that now. Lloyd. Ellie? There's something I have to say. I may have never met Guy, but I know one thing for certain. You've been the glue that holds us together. The person who always motivates us, no matter the odds. You have been from the beginning. I have. You've always guided me, no, all of us, through thick and thin. We were all lost in this great grey city, yet you managed to be our guiding light. You're gentle, earnest, probably a little too dense at times, but through everything, you have always stayed by our sides, continuing to search for the truth when no one else will. It's because of you, of your strength and determination, that the rest of us have made it this far. It wasn't Guy's doing, nor anyone else's. It was you, Lloyd. I thank Adios above every day for allowing me to meet you. Though I admit, part of me wishes we had met at Sunday school back when we were kids. Even I like to indulge myself in silly fantasies like that every now and then. Ellie, I believe in yourself, Lloyd Bannings. The part of you that loves your brother and the part that always struggles to catch up to him. Both make you who you are. That's the Lloyd Bannings that that's the Lloyd that I adore. All I ask is that you keep being you. Ellie. That's a bit close, Lloyd. Oh? What the A short announcement to everyone remaining in the building. Due to an emergency situation, a portion of the floor's lighting will be turned off. Also, for security reasons, all exits besides the front entrance will be sealed. We ask for your understanding and request you exercise extreme caution when using open flames within the building at this time. I should probably get back to Belle. There may be something that I can assist Uncle Dieter and the others with. Yeah, of course. I should stock up on supplies and double check our equipment while I still can. Anyway, I'll catch up with you later. Right, of course. Lloyd, once we've resolved this whole mess, can we continue our conversation? Never mind. See you later. I mean, you don't really have to add the childhood friend flag there, Ellie. It's already going well. Ellie's cheek was so soft. Was she wearing perfume? I was so close. Just a little more and... God, what the hell am I thinking? Still, I just have to keep being me. If I'd heard that a few months ago, I would have felt just as confused and lost as ever. But now, I think I can agree, as strange as it sounds. Thank you, Ellie, for everything. Lloyd and Ellie learn Star Blast too, which of course strengthens its power range and area of effect. Can't spell love without Ellie. No, wait a second, you really can. But still, it's very much obvious where the game wanted, the writers wanted its romance to go, if you were going to have a romance going on. However, I have chosen bro. So let's get on to our bro.
So Randy and Lloyd, alone on this fine starry night. How close can these two brothers in arms get? Let's find out. Randy, what are you up to? Oh, hey partner. Hard to believe half the stuff that's going on right now. What's up? Was there something I said? No. I need your honest opinion, Randy. What do you make of the situation? If the CGF were to attack us here, I'm not sure how long we'd be able to hold out. To be frank, I don't like our odds one bit. At the end of the day, the CGF is a legitimate military organization. Sure, they might not have any tanks or airships, but they're highly trained and equipped with the best armaments out there. This building is pretty high-tech, sure, but it ain't no fortress. It's an office building. It won't stand a chance against them. I was afraid you might say that. All the more reason why re-establishing communication with HQ and the guild should be our top priority. Until then, we have to do everything in our power to defend the building. Pretty much, yeah. Damn, I sure wish I had my old weapon with me right about now. What weapon? The orbital rifle I used up until about 2 years ago. That bad boy is powerful enough to blow a hole through a damn truck. That's right, you were part of a Jaeger Corps. The Red Constellation, right? I did a bit of research and it seems they're pretty famous in the Jaeger world. Famous, he says. I'd say infamous is more like it. They're the deadliest corps in all of the western Zemuria. Blood-soaked reapers turned battlefields into graveyards. Last I heard, they were locked in battle with Hayway over in Calad not too long ago. No doubt it was a real bloodbath. I can't even imagine. Sorry, probably not the best topic for me to bring up right now. Anyway, if the CGF starts getting serious, you can bet all hell's gonna break loose. And then there's that newest armored car of theirs. If they roll that thing out, then... Hey, Randy. Is it okay if I take back what I said before? Huh? You remember our little chat after the race? Until I'm able to stand shoulder to shoulder with you and my brother, I won't pry into your past. Oh, yeah. I've mentioned this before, but my brother truly was my hero. It's like Chief Sergei, Dudley, and Arios have said before. Guy's presence alone was enough to make anyone feel like they'd be able to overcome the worst of odds. Yeah, sure sounds like it. Yeesh, some of the things I hear about make him sound like he was some kind of god. I guess that's one way to put it. He didn't have any kind of godly strength or anything, though. Ever since his death, I've been telling myself that I have to grow strong enough to fill the gap he left behind. If I couldn't, what right did I have to even return to Crossbell? Because of that, I put my entire being into working to get my detective's license to become a replacement for Guy. And to be honest, I've always known deep down how impossible of a goal that was. That's so. Looking at you now, though, you seem like you're okay with that. Do I? I suppose after going through everything we have, I've changed my outlook a bit. I might never be able to be someone like my brother, to reach his level of greatness. But maybe the right answer is that I should just become great in my own way. That I should be my own man. I say that, but I honestly have no clue where to even begin. Since we've taken in Kia, I've realized that if I keep getting hung up on comparing myself to Guy, it will only drag all of us down. I'm grateful you're all by my side. I may not be strong enough on my own, but together, we'll pull through. That said, I hope you don't mind if I lean on your strength here. What are you talking about, man? You're already strong enough to stand on your own. You knew, didn't you, Randy? You knew I hit a wall if I just kept chasing after my brother. Guilty as charged. I figured there'd come a day when all that stuff got the better of you and you were finally forced to face it head on. But it seems like you managed to figure it out on your own before that happened. Yeah, but I definitely could have done it without the rest of you. If I'm being honest, the only reason I didn't ask about your past after the race was because I was still caught up in my own insecurities. But I've always wanted to know more about the guy who's been watching over me this entire time. The guy who's been like a brother to me. Say, Lloyd, can I take a guess at how many people I've killed on the battlefield? I can't even imagine. It's probably because we've lived lives so vastly different from one another. You're right. And as for my question, the answer is that I've killed so many, I've lost track. For as long as I can remember, I lived on the battlefield in a world of fire and smoke. I was handed my first knife at the age of 4. At 6, I fired my first gun. I had my first combat experience when I was only 9. I was in my old man's unit as a scout and ended up killing 2 enemy soldiers. They gave me a small unit of my own to command when I was 12, and a 14 and even larger unit. For 5 long years, I was a bloodthirsty mongrel that roamed the battlefield. But eventually I turned tail and ran away. I didn't leave that life of my own volition like Garcia did. And it's not like I stopped being able to handle all the killing and death either. It's just one day I lost something inside myself and wandered away. Like I was some walking corpse shambling forward. From there I drifted from place to place, eventually winding up in Crossbell. Somehow I managed to win my way into the CGF. When I refused to use a rifle though, that son of a bitch commander discharged me. So that's why. But right after that, almost like it was fate, the chief took me in like some dirty stray. That's who I really am, Lloyd. That's the story of the man known as Randolph Orlando. Randy. Thank you. Thank you for telling me your story. Sheesh, Lloyd, you're a masochist or something. Why else would you suffer through listening to a story about a piece of shit like me? Don't tell me you're not disgusted by all of this. Well, I won't deny it's a bit of a shock. But even so, I was determined to hear your story no matter what. Besides, it wouldn't be fair for you to know everything about me while I'm still in the dark about your past. Knowing each other inside and out is what makes us partners, right? What? Well, you called me your partner earlier, didn't you, Randy? Right as we started this chat. Oh, well, that was just a greeting and, Wait, hold up. Have I really never called you that before? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. To be honest, I was a little happy to hear you say that. You don't have to laugh at me. I regret even telling you anything. So that's why you were so insistent on dragging that old story out of me. Not only that, but you drove me into a corner by pouring your heart out first. Well, Lloyd. Looks like I had you all wrong. A masochist? No. You're a bona fide sadist, my friend. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Short announcement to everyone remaining in the building. Due to an emergency situation, a portion of the floor's lighting will be turned off. Also, for security reasons, all exits besides the front entrance will be sealed. We ask your understanding and request you exercise extreme caution when using open flames within the building at this time. I guess we're officially on lockdown. I think I'll head on down to the first floor, just in case things start to go south. Good idea. I'm gonna stock up on supplies and look over our equipment again. Thanks, man. We're counting on you. You and I are gonna be the last line of defense if the CGF breaches this place. Whatever else we do, I want to keep Mademoiselle and Tiotos safe. Kia and Shizuku too. Yeah, I agree. You and I will have to figure out a way to stop their advance. That's the spirit. I've got your back, partner. Right back at you. Is there a setting here? Reminiscent of Guy and Arios? Feels that way. Lloyd and Randy learned Burning Rage 2. Their Burning Rage combo craft has strengthened. And that is the one we'll be carrying on to the next welcome back, guys, you hear for a new session. Because, my goodness, that thing does damage. And we will check out these combo crafts in the future. For now, let's return to the point of the story we're at. Lloyd Bannings of the Special Sports section here. It's me, Dieter Croix. Sorry about that. Did you mistake it for a call from the police department? No, sir. Have you had any luck contacting anybody? Not yet, I'm afraid. To be frank, I'm concerned about a report from the guards at the front gate. I hate to ask this while you're resting, but could you come to my office for a chat? Yeah, no problem. I'll see you soon. A report from the guards. Got a bad feeling about this. Better make sure I've got all my equipment in order before I go. Okay. Which floor? I completely lost track of where it said. We were just there. Well, I thought we went down talking to the guards. Maybe there's more patrol to do now. Nope. Bing bom. Excuse me. Lloyd. Oh, there you are. What's the situation? Well, two of the CGF squadrons have reached the front gate. They have. Interestingly enough, they ceased their assault. I've aware that gate is made of special alloys, so breaking through it would be quite the feat. I see. Odds are they figured out what we're laying low in here. That we're laying low in here, yeah, sure. Probably right. Sorry we're late. Tio, Randy. Oh, yeah, that's right. The CGS hunkered down by the front gate. Yeah, they aren't doing anything, though. Speaking. What? What did you just say? What's happening? I don't like the sound of this. Seems the CGF members outside the gate are up to something. They're supposedly installing some cylinder-shaped devices near the gate. No, it can't be. Directional orbital bombs. Wait, what are those? It's a type of orbital bomb used in the military for sabotage operations.
Unfortunately, I suspect that not even your special alloy gate will be able to withstand the explosion.
No way. Damn them resorting to something like this.
They're fairly clever for a bunch of puppets.
We've got no other choice. It's time, Randy. Let's head out. You read my mind. We're out of options at this point. Lloyd,
are you two trying to get yourselves killed?
Not on the slightest. We're going to disarm those orbital bombs. Well, we're probably going to end up having a couple scuffles while we're out there too.
We'll be going too, of course. It's our duty as fellow SSS members to fight with you.
Yeah, of course. We count on your support.
Ellie, Tio. This is our job, Belle. No need to worry.
Rest assured we have no intention of dying here. Whether it's the CPD or Deputy Commander Bell's squad, we'll hold the line until reinforcements arrive. We've got the home turf advantage here too. Whatever they throw our way, we'll handle it. Very well then. May your protection be your shield. Please be careful.
Where are you guys going?
Oh, you're awake here. Huh, nothing to worry about, kiddo. Just a little job we gotta take care of.
Can I come with you then? Well, how do we put this?
Sorry, Kia, but it's late. Good little girls need to be in bed by now. Shizuku was already sound asleep, so why don't you... Shizuku? The racket must have woke her up.
Sorry, I know I should be asleep, but...
No, it's our fault for being so loud. Maribel, can we leave these two in your care? We'd appreciate it if you could get them back to bed.
Of course, I'll see to it. How about I make you both some cocoa, okay? It'll warm you right up, and then it's nighty-night. Okay.
Okay.
We have to protect them. It's our duty. Agreed.
I think now's a good time to remind you that the CGF are elite soldiers and all but name. Drugs or not, these guys know what the hell they're doing. In other words, this battle's going to be unlike any other we've faced before. Yeah, you're right. Our time together has led to this very moment. It all comes down to teamwork now. Our first objective is to disarm the bombs. Next, we'll prevent the soldiers from breaching the gates. May the goddess watch over us. Keep your eyes open, everyone.
Hooah! Yeah, Roger. Understood.
Hooah! Can we leave the interior to you, Zype? Zype's on the job. Been briefed already. Sounds like you got yourself a bit of a problem. You folks fully prepped and ready to go? Make sure you got your gear and formation down pat, yeah? Hang in there, special support section. I've been briefed already. Oh, he's saying the same thing. Right. Okay. Well, I'm sure my tactics haven't been messed with. I don't even know if they're good anymore. I moved them out there for some reason.
I still can't believe something like this actually happened. In the city, no less. Be careful, everyone. I'll be praying for your success with my every breath.
I'm sure you shall.
It's crazy to think that he goes so far as to attack the bank. I don't want to put our lives on your shoulders alone, but we're counting on you. Please do your best, okay?
I mean, they shouldn't have any interest in you, technically. You should be good. Our goal is to remove the orbital bombs at the front gate and brave the Guardian Force's onslaught. Now or never. Everyone to the front gate. So it's about time to find out who's taking these supplements. The guys attacking the front gate seem to be setting up orbital bombs. You can take them out. We can get to the bombs and try to defuse them. Don't get too crazy out there, okay? I'll be praying that the goddess watches over us.